Hello YouTube friends and welcome to my channel. In this video I would like to share with you my first impressions or an overview of the new Boker Plus Bonfire Micarta. So the knife has a model number of 01BO182. Comes in a really nice, sturdy, large, hardened presentation box. Inside we have a zipper pouch, some papers regarding the warranty, so this is a new product for 2021. These were released in March. Inside we have a nice padded layer. Here is the tool for disassembling the knife. You can put something also inside here, and here's the knife itself. Comes with this nice wax paper. Introducing the wax paper gives the knife also the feel that you have something traditional inside, but it is more a take on a traditional gentleman's folder with, obviously you can see, modern materials. So the Bonfire Micarta comes in two different variations. So one is with this micarta handle scales, which are green one. It is a canvas style semi-polished micarta, and the second one is with wooden so inserts. So we have a opening method of a top flipper or nail nick. So let me give you the specifications. So we have an over length of 20.8 centimeters or 11.3 inches. The blade length is 9.3 centimeters or 3.7 inches. The cutting edge is 8.7 centimeters. The blade thickness is 3 millimeters or 0.12 inches. The blade width is 2 centimeters or 0.8 inches. The handle length is 11.7 centimeters or 4.6 inches, and the thickness is 1.2 centimeters or 0.5 inches. The construction, we have a full stainless steel construction. So the bolster, the liners, the liner lock inside is not skeletonized, so definitely they could mill out the inside portion of the scales or the liners to reduce some weight, but they didn't do it. So on the blade we have only the steel marking, it is D2, and Boker logo on the other side. On this part, so we have this is the serial number, they are numbered, so this is number 356. Like I mentioned, we have a liner lock as a locking method. this is not recessed or milled out on the other side, so you will have to use a meat of your thumb. I must say that this portion here is not crowned or any kind of chamfering is not applied, so it will a little bit dig in your finger, but then of course you will probably need that, because if it were smooth, then you will have a problem to disengage it. So I will not say that this is any kind of downside or problem. Okay, let us talk about the Micarta. So Micarta is this, I would say, something between green and gray. Definitely they could use some more specific coloring. For me personally, I would like to have a brown option, but currently there is only this green and the wood available. We have a stainless steel partial backspacer, no lanyard hole on this one. Also interesting part is the pocket clip. So the pictures which were available had depicted probably the prototype pocket clip. I will show it to you so you can see the differences, and also not to be surprised if you order this knife. So this is the pocket clip that was supposed to be on this knife. As you can see, this is also a deep carry, larger, thicker style pocket clip, and we actually got this one polished, skeletonized construction, also nicely deep carry with a fair amount of space in between. I would probably like to see a higher lip on this one, just to be more easy to put in your pants. I will show you the pocket profile in a minute, but let us focus a little bit about the finishing. So the blade, I would say, is a nice clip point, all around functionally utility in mind. Let me show you the sharpness. So right outside the box it has a really nice sharpness, and probably with a little bit of stropping this would be even much sharper with much less resistance, but definitely a beautiful edge on it. The finishing is high satin, as far as hardware goes, we have stainless steel pivot screws and also body screws. The pivot assembly, we have KVT, so caged ball bearings. So the knife is really smooth. As you can see, it drops shut, so be careful, and it's really smooth. I'm not so proficient with the top flipping. This is probably my first top or front flipping knife, so but you can always use an ANIC, just not to cut yourself, or be careful. Okay, so let's see the pocket profile. So here's my old jean pocket. So definitely a really nice feature on this knife. This will give the knife a good usability or longevity while using. I always must stress this highly enough that if you have a beautiful knife but the clip is bad or not functioning or just hard to insert, then you will have no enjoyment of carrying the knife. So definitely good thing that Boker did use this kind of pocket clip. It has some decent flex to it, so no problems there. They opted for a semi-polished micarta. As you can see, on some parts it is rounded and polished, and on some parts it is a little bit blasted. This one is completely smooth. Okay, so let's talk about the few more points. So the weight on this one is 110 grams or 3.9 ounces. I would say it's not that high weight, but yes, they definitely could, by milling out, let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pockets, loosen or getting down the weight significantly, because you can see the liners are not that thin, so they have substance. So, but overall the fit and finish is really decent, I must say. As far as I know, the Boker Plus line is still made in China with higher quality materials, and most of them are in-house designs or bought paid designs. Maybe you know, maybe you don't. The structure from Boker looks like they have Boker Solingen or Solingen, which is the manufacturing from Germany, so the high-end stuff. Then you have the Boker Plus, and then you have Magnum by Boker. So the Magnum line is your run-of-the-mill $15 Chinese produced. Some of them are OEM designs and just rebranded with maybe different coloring and maybe different options, but still on the value or the cheap side of the side of the market. So good to see that Boker did produce a micarta knife once again, not to be a limited edition or dealer exclusive. In their past, they definitely did do some micarta knives. I have here on the table, as far as more modern design, not to taking in count the traditional folders. So here is the Zinker Trapper in brown micarta. This one was probably, if I'm not mistaken, from Lamnia exclusive, but I would rather see this brown canvas micarta on this one than the green they have used, but it is what it is. So size wise, you are looking at around same size. Sorry, a little bit more on the Bonfire. Okay, so now let us continue with some other designs like I usually do, and here is my Ace Grand from Giant Mouse. This one has natural canvas micarta, green canvas micarta that is aging really well. I should probably do a update on this one. Then let us talk for a minute about the pricing. So these, given that they are under the Boker Plus license or Boker Plus line, they still under $100. So the price which I checked today on Boker.de website was 71 euros and 95 cents, so around 86 US dollars. I don't know if these are available right now at US dealers, but probably will ship out in this month. So they were released in March, so yeah. But let us continue. So here is my Boker. I'm confused. Buck Sprint Pro, excellent US made flipper with canvas micarta. Burlap micarta. If you're looking something more on the budget side, so here is the QB KU179C. This features also a semi-polished brown micarta. It's just a little bit larger than the Bonfire. This is the QSP Pelican with flex, which is also a type of micarta. Here is the Tua Knife Cebu. So these two should be somewhere around the same price. This is a little bit more, around 100, 120, depending on the reseller you are buying it from. But this is a S35EM blade, so a little bit better quality, or high quality than D2. This Cebu has a D2 blade, a stonewash finish. Okay. Now let me also compare it with the TS187, the Fangtooth from Tucson knives. So this is a really beautiful design. I could imagine if this one was also available in a front flipper, that will be a really nice knife also. This is a slip joint, a little bit on the higher price mark, so these go around $100 depending on where you're buying them from, but you will have an upgrade in steel. So it is M390, there you can see it, Mazvan Mokhtar design, so yeah, and a little bit smaller. Okay, so now let me give you a few well-known knives to compare them with. So here is the Spyderco Endura, Spyderco Delica, Red Model 1, Kershaw Skyline, Bug Vintage Pro, a large Griptilian from Benchmade. Is my case tribal lock, a Rough Rider Peanut, and one more. This is the Kaiser Pinch. And Civivi Elementum, also in micarta. Okay, so this was the new Boker Plus Bonfire micarta. If you have any questions, please leave comments down below. I'm more than happy to reply as soon as I can. If you're a subscriber, big thumbs up to you. Thank you very much. If you are not, then please consider subscribing for future videos. I try to release them at least 3 times per week, mostly knife and gear oriented, but sometimes there's other stuff like, let's say, watches, books, and yeah, stuff around my other hobbies. Okay, wish you a wonderful day and see you soon. Bye.